Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to PUC online class, right? Today we will continue the lesson. So on the previous sessions, okay, we have take a look at one grammar or one vocabulary, we can say that. Okay, and that is about compound adjective, okay, and the vocabulary of compound adjective that related to the body, okay. Uh, there's a lot of things in here. Right, so now we will continue to the other lesson, right, which is lesson B, okay? People we admire. People we admire are, in other words, are role models, right? So first of all, let's take a look at these people, okay, talking about their role models. Who are they, right? And what make them admire these people? Okay, so the first person, who is Robert D. They may not be the smartest or the best looking people in the world, but I would say my best friend are the people I most admire. We stick together and watch out for each other and learn a lot from each other too. Right, so the role model of this person is his friends, right? Because like he said, okay, they always stick together and watch out for each other. Okay, and also learn a lot from each other too, right? Okay, next one, Elena 92. I've always looked up to my father. He is the hardest working and the least narrow-minded man I know. He's always taught me that hard working is the surest way to be successful, right? So the role model of this person, okay, is her father, right? Because she described him, okay, that he is the hardest working and he is the least narrow-minded person. Right, and the third one, own drummer, okay. I'm not sure I have a role model. I mostly like to do my own thing. I think it's because I'm not the most easily impressed person when I met someone new, and I'm pretty slow to trust people. Okay, so for this third person, right, he really doesn't have any role model. Yeah, he just like himself, okay? And he said that he is not most easily impressed, okay? And the next one, sporty girl. So one person I really respect is my soccer coach. He's a tough competitor, and he's the best trained soccer player I know. He is always one of the most warm-hearted, right? So yeah, her role model is her soccer coach, right? It's because he is the best trained soccer player, and he is also the most warm-hearted person that she know, right? Okay, next one is thoughtful too. Okay, my philosophy professor is my role model, definitely. My class is the most thought-provoking one I've ever attended. Someday I would like to be as well respected as she is, right? So his role model is his professor, his philosophy professor. Okay, yeah, because she gave the class the most thought-provoking one, okay? And another person, the last person, Amber 334. I've always wanted to be more like my sister Tanya. While I tend to worry a lot, Tanya is the most easygoing person in our family. She never let little problem bother her, right? So this last person, okay, she admire her sister, right? Because her sister is the most carefree person in the family, right? And also she's the most easygoing person, right? She never bothered by small problems, okay? So yeah, you can see the role model of these people, right? So in the text, okay, okay, they've used some words, something like the hardest working, okay, something like narrow-minded, most easily impressed, blah blah blah, right? So all of these word is one form of compound adjective. Okay, they are one form of compound adjective, which is the superlative form of compound adjective, okay? And that is the point that we are going to, study next, right? Okay, so let's go through this grammar point. It's a superlative compound adjective. I believe you remember in the adjective, okay, we have a comparative and superlative form, right? So for comparative, we compare one thing to another, and for superlative, we compare one thing with the rest, okay? We compare one thing with the rest, with two or more stuff, right? Okay, it's easy, okay, when you want to change from normal adjective to superlative adjective, right? All you have to do is to just add est, okay? Something like long, it's become longest, okay? The longest, right? You can put that at the beginning. It's quite easy. So how about compound adjective, okay? What happened when we have two words stuck together as compound adjective, okay? Which part do we change, right? So to know that, let's just go through this together. Okay, let's just say narrow-minded. Okay, I take one example, narrow-minded. Right, as you can see in this word, right, in this word, the compound adjective consists of two words. Okay, one is narrow and the other one is minded, right? So in order to change compound adjective into superlative form, okay, first of all, we have to take a look at the first part, okay, the first part of compound adjective, the first half of compound adjective, right? We look at it, okay, and see how many syllable, right? How many syllable, right? So if there is only one syllable, okay, if there is only one syllable, we have to look at it and see whether that syllable is adjective, adverb, or noun, okay? So if it is one syllable, right, if it is one syllable and it is adjective or adverb, okay, if it is adjective or adverb, so we change that first part of the sentence into superlative form, okay, and then combine it with the other part, okay. For example, like this one, hardworking, okay, hardworking. So the first half is one syllable, okay, and it's the part of speech of this word is adjective, right? Hard is an adjective, right? So one syllable and then it is adjective, so we change it, okay, to the hardest working, okay. We change the first part, right, by adding est, okay, the hardest working, right. A second example, okay, second example, well dressed, right, well dressed. So the first part, okay, well has only one syllable, right, and well is an adverb, okay, well is an adverb, right. So we change this first part, okay. Well, the superlative form of well is best, right, so it's become the best dressed, okay, from well dressed to the best dressed, okay. That is the first rule, okay? That is the first rule when changing compound adjective into superlative form. Right, the second one, okay, the second one, if the first part, okay, if the first part has two or more syllable, okay, if the first part has two or more syllable, even though it is even if it is finished by Lee, okay, we don't change Lee to widely as something like that, okay, we still count it as two syllable, we don't change that. So if it has two or more syllable, okay, we don't think a lot, okay, we just put the most or the least, right, depend on your usage. Okay, so the most mean ខ្លាំងបំផុត, okay, or the least mean តិចបំផុត, okay, ទៅតាមន័យដែលយើងប្រើប្រាស់ណា. So it changed from widely known to the most or the least widely known, okay, right, the most or the least widely known. Okay, again, if it has two or more syllable, okay, we don't look at part of speech or anything, we just add the most or the least. Okay, easy. Another one, similar to the first one. Okay, if it has one syllable only. Okay, if it has one syllable only. However, okay, that first part is noun, right? Instead of adjective or adverb, that first part is noun. Okay, so in here, thought-provoking, right? Thought is a noun, one syllable. Okay, so we follow this rule, right? We add the most or the least thought-provoking. Okay, the most or the least thought-provoking, right? And that is the second rule. Okay, so again, there are two rules. If it has one syllable, if the first part of the compound adjective has one syllable, and the part of speech of it is adjective or adverb, okay, we change it based on the word, like hard to hardest, okay, or well to best, right? Okay, and the second rule, if it has two or more syllable, okay, we add the most or the least to the word, right? And another one, if it has only one syllable and that part of speech is noun, okay, we do the same thing. We add the most or the least into it, right? Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it with compound adjective, right? So come back to the first example, narrow-minded, right? So as we can see, it's two syllable, right? So we don't have to think a lot. Just add the most or the least. Let's just say the most, right? Narrow-minded, blah blah blah. Okay, person, something like that. Okay, so that's it. I guess that's it with superlative compound adjective, right? Okay, so after watching this video, please do this exercise. Okay, we checked it later, I think. Okay, we will check it later. Alright, next let's move on to the other part of the lesson, okay, which is vocabulary, right? Okay, in here we are going to take a look at some phrasal verb, right? With some phrasal verb, okay. We have something like look to, get through, right? Check on, sorry. Look after, faced up to, okay. Side with, live up to, and take after, right? So what I want you to do here is to match, okay, between the word and the definitions over here, right? So we have H definition, okay, take care of, defend or support. Okay, go to see if someone is alright. Rely on, okay, confront, overcome, okay, resemble. Resemble means look like, okay, look like. Okay, and the last one is achieve what is expected. Okay, achieve what is expected. All right, I guess I can give you the answer, right? So the first one, okay, it's only natural for children to look to their parent for advice, okay? To look to for their parent for advice. I guess this one is with letter D, okay? Rely on, okay? Pừng look to nó rồi chùm núi rồi một cục pừng, okay? That is the meanings of the word look to. Right, and next one, sometimes we need to get through difficulty in order to success, okay? Okay, this one go with letter F. So to get through something means to overcome something, okay? Mình đây thay do chne, mình có chấm nè, okay? Do chne thì mình có chấm nè hay muối. Right, number 3, before parents go to bed, they should check on their kids and see if they're okay. Right, so for number 3, okay, checked on, go with letter C. Go see if someone is alright, okay. And number 4, I expect my children to look after me when I reach old age, right? So number 4, I think go with letter A, take care of. Okay, look after means take care of, Tadasa, right? Okay, number 5, parents need to teach their children to face up to their problem and solve them. Okay, face up to. Go with letter E, okay, go with letter E mean confront, okay, confront, okay, ต่อตั้ง confront មានន័យថាតតាំង okay តតាំងជាមួយនឹងបញ្ហា right ដោះស្រាយវា okay and number 6 when I argue with my sister it seems like my parents side with her so to side with someone mean letter B to defend ការពារ or support control ណាម្នេះ okay and the other meaning is កាន់ជើង right side with ណាមានន័យថាកាន់ជើង okay number 7 the children of accomplished parents often find it difficult to live up to okay to live up to so to live up to go with letter H okay achieve what is expected right achieve what is expected okay and the last one is take after yeah the only answer left letter G okay resemble ដូច okay ដូចយើងអាចប្រើវាទៅលើពីរផ្នែកគឺទៅលើរូបរាងហើយនិងទៅលើអត្តចរិត right ខ្មែរយើងប្រើពាក្យថាកាត់តាមអូខេកាត់តាមណាម្នាក់ right អញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចកាត់តាមទៅលើរូបរាងឬមកកាត់តាមទៅលើអត្តចរិតអូខេទៅតាមការប្រើប្រាស់កលៈទេសៈរបស់វា right so again we have look to okay get through check on look after face up to side with live up to and take after right okay so I believe that is it for today right so today we take a look at this superlative compound adjective okay how to form a superlative compound adjective and this vocabulary phrasal verb right so I believe that's it okay thank you very much for watching this video okay see you on the next session